What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassie and this is Cass in Hand, a platform for individuals and entrepreneurs who are looking to level up their personal finance, take charge of their income, decrease their debts, and build wealth. So today we are talking about frugal people. I've been told lately that I've become a frugal person, and I had to go find a definition of frugal people to understand exactly what they meant. And upon researching, I realized that indeed I've become very, very frugal in this time. And I wanted to talk about 10 habits of frugal people today. So if you're someone who wants to become frugal or someone who's already living frugally, I hope these 10 characteristics or 10 traits would help you, live more frugally and benefit more from your money. So a frugal person is someone who cares about the cost and the quality of an item whilst valuing their time. So frugal people practice conscious spending every single day. So here are 10 daily habits of frugal people. So number one, frugal people compare prices when shopping and buying items. So lately I've seen that anytime I go out to buy something or I have in mind to buy something, I'll pop into a few shops that actually sell the item and see the price difference, compare where I can get the better item for the least price and see if I can purchase it from there. Now, aside me wanting to compare, the second thing or the second daily habit of a frugal person, which is something that I do, is that I do not skimp on quality for cheap. I don't skimp on quality just because I want something cheap. Because though I'm comparing prices, what I do is that I ensure that I'm buying something that is good and reliable, that will last for a longer time, rather than buying just because it's cheap. So not just for the fact that I'm comparing the prices, but I do not skimp on quality as well, which is something that frugal people do most of the time. Now, the third thing is that frugal people are patient with their spending habits. So they're able to wait and ensure that they actually need that thing before they buy it. Lately, what I've been doing is that anytime that I feel like I want something or I need something or it's something that I think I need in my life, what I do is that I wait it out for 7 days, for a week, and see if I'm constantly, thinking about the item, or I'm constantly looking for ways that I can put that item into my daily life. Now, if it's something that I continue to want, what I'm able to do is to check if there's a sale coming up, or if the shop that I want to buy it from have a sale on a certain date, and see whether I can purchase it at that time. As mentioned earlier, not because it's cheap, but because it's good and it's something that I need. So I'm making sure that I'm buying it at the great rate rather than just buying it just because it's on the shelves. Now, most companies or most shops here in the UK have seasons where they have a sale. For instance, we're about to enter into winter, and so most of the summer clothes and most of the autumn clothes are, going on sale. They're going on, a lesser price than what it was initially for. So this is a time that some people can also purchase items that they would keep for the next year. If you're someone who doesn't wear in-season clothes and you like generic clothes, this is the season where you can purchase items and keep them down for the next season if you want to save on money as well, because most shops like to clear their items for every season. Another habit of frugal people that I've picked up is that I've been buying generic things. So if it's a t-shirt that I want, I'm not buying a branded t-shirt. I'm just going to go buy a t-shirt that is going to serve me for the time that I need it for. People who are frugal are not brand loyal. Though they want, they have brands that they love, that they're able to purchase from. Unfortunately, when it comes between the brand and their value for money, they will choose the value for money because they value their money and they're conscious about their spending. So they're not brand loyal at all. They would buy anything generic that would, suffice for that season and be useful for that time, not just because they have a brand that they love and they want to purchase from that brand every time. There are a lot of people out there who just, use Louis Vuitton bags or they use Gucci bags. But most people who are frugal know that they're not going to be brand loyal. They're going to buy, a H&M bag that is purposefully good, strong quality that would serve them for the time that they'll be taking it to work or taking it out there, and they'll use it properly, or buy what is needed, and that will survive the season that you're in. Another habit of frugal people that I've picked up is that I'm not paying for things that I'm not using. This includes whether it's a streaming service, whether it's a subscription service that I signed up to. I'm constantly looking through my bank statements, looking through my paid items to see anything that I've subscribed to that I'm not currently using. There are so many offers out there for new brands that they want you to try a 30-day free, for their brand, and you try it, and sometimes we forget about it. We forget that we've signed up to them, and the money starts coming through our accounts. If you're a frugal person, you'd go in and check and see the streaming services, the subscriptions that you're no longer in use, and ensure that you get rid of them and save your coins as well. Another frugal thing that I do is that I shop out of need and not out of want. And as a result, I buy things in bulk. So even if it's my tomatoes that I use for cooking, or my pasta or something that I use for cooking, I buy them in bulk because I know that I'm constantly going to be using it. For instance, if I want to buy a bag of rice, I'll probably go to Costco and buy more because I know rice is a staple meal in my house. And so I'm not going to just buy it because I feel like it. I buy it in bulk because I know I need it. And also, anytime that I want to buy something, I check to see if it's something that I need or it's just something that I've seen someone use that I want and I think will look cool, and ensure that I'm buying out of need and not out of want. Another frugal thing that a lot of people do is that we negotiate our price for services and the things that we buy. For instance, if you have insurance for your car, or you have maybe a broadband service with maybe EE, any of those brands in the UK, or even with your house internet or your home broadband. We personally use Virgin. We've been with them for a long time. And so what I do is that some occasions I just call them up and, test them to see, is there any offers that I could, be liable for? Is there anything that I can cut my price on, anything on my broadband that I'm not currently using that I need to, drop or stop? This is to ensure that I'm getting the best value for my money and I'm not paying more than I do. Most people are paying a lot of insurance on their cars that they could speak to the insurance provider, or even with their broadband, they could speak to their provider and see if there's any way that they could possibly get a price cut, as well as your phone as well. Me personally, what I do is that when it's coming up to my renewal for my phone contract, I speak to EE and see areas that I can possibly reduce my mobile phone bill and see areas that I can cut back. Most of them have available deals ready for, potential customers who have been with them for a longer time. You just need to ask. If you're constantly just going with what the first salesperson tells you, you'll be paying a lot more than you need to pay. So constantly negotiate for all of those prices and see areas that you can save back on those purchases as well. Another important aspect of living frugally is being able to maintain or, ensure that your outgoing is reduced by maintaining what you already have. So ensuring that any maintenance thing that is required of your car, of your TV, of your house, of anything in your house that costs a lot of money, you're maintaining it and ensuring that you keep it neat and tidy and well in good use. Just because if, for instance, your car needs to be serviced and you constantly forget and neglect the fact that it needs to be serviced and you keep dragging it around, over time, you realize that by the time you take it to be serviced, you'll be charged a lot more than needed because it's now damaged. And so in order for them to repair it, they would need to charge you a lot more to repair it. Rather than if you had taken it in earlier, they would have probably fixed it at a lower price. It happened a long time ago with my husband's laptop. What happened was that it just wasn't turning on. And because I had one, we refused to repair that. And when we took it finally to the Apple store, we ended up having to pay a lot more, adding a few pounds to it could have even gotten us a new laptop, but just because he wanted to use it, we had to repair it, and it cost a lot more to repair it then. But if we had taken it in earlier, we were still within our 1 year warranty and could have probably gotten a new laptop. But because we took longer to take it there, we ended up spending so much money. So a stitch in time definitely saves now. Make sure that any little tear or wear in any item, be it your car, your TV, your laptop, any thing in your house that you've got insurance for or you've got anything for, maintain it to the utmost requirement and ensure that you're constantly servicing it, that is up to good use. Okay, last but not the least, one thing that I know frugal people do, which is something that I do, is that they live within their means. Frugal people would not go out there and spend money that they don't have just because they're trying to prove their worth to someone or they're trying to show someone that they also live in their best life. No. Frugal people live within their means. They understand that they want a long-term financial freedom and they would enjoy the benefits of that gratification in the long term and won't satisfy just their curiosity or their craving just for now, just to buy something for now. And so if you're someone who wants to be frugal or someone who's trying to get the best for your money and have financial freedom in the future, I suggest you adopt the frugal living method, and I believe it would really, really help you. It saved me a lot of money, a ton of money. I've recommended it to my friends and family, and I believe if you're someone who do it, you know the benefits as well. Please make sure you like and comment on this video as well as subscribe. Please share this video with friends and family, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys.